There's a reading crisis in the United States. 2/3 of our students cannot read. 36% of 8th graders are able to read at the proficient or advanced level, which means the rest of them are not proficient readers. And of those, 1 out of every 3 children isn't even on the scorecard. That's according to the nation's report card. The situation is getting more dire because jobs are for those folks that can read. So these children are not going to have jobs in the future if they cannot be proficient readers. We have to do something now. We've done a really good job in education with being efficient. We handle a lot of children. They come in, we feed them, we try to educate them, and they go out the door and we pass them up through the grades. But we're not effective, and that's the problem. We've got to be effective and then work on the efficiency. Reading is the key for lifelong learning. Children have to be able to read in order to learn everything else in school. So reading has to be a priority. It has to be our #1 priority. So the very first thing, the reason it's got to be a priority is that we've got to teach them to read when they're young, when they walk in the door. They're trying to figure out how to navigate in their environment. They're learning language, they're learning words, and that's the time to teach them to read. And one of the things that we have problems with when teachers are working with these little people is they think, oh, I can only give them so much information. This child can't handle this amount of information. We can't give them that skill yet, they're not ready. And the truth is, they're much more ready than the adults are. And it's phenomenal. They can look like they don't understand, and you can come back later the next day and everything's there intact. They've put the skill together. That's the phenomenal way their brains work, and it works that way even for students with a learning disability. So one of the paradigms that we have to rethink about, we have to break that paradigm, is teaching the way we learn because we're adults. We have to look at the neuroscience behind how children learn to read and focus on what works for them.